Wondering why I'm wearing these? You might have a pair too. Studies show that 85% of people worldwide hate their jobs. Considering the average person spends over 90,000 hours at work in their whole lifetime, I think this is important to talk about. And it kind of affects parts of our life without us even knowing. Couples in relationships where one of the partners spends 10 or more hours at work on average in total are more likely to get divorced twice as much.
I want the toilet seat left the F down.
25% of employees say that work is their #1 cause for stress, and 40% of people say that their jobs are just extremely stressful.
That's crazy.
This totally blew my mind. In Japan, over 10,000 people drop dead at their desks every year because of working consistent 70-hour work weeks. The phenomenon is called karoshi, translated as overworked death. And on top of all of that, just to make matters worse, we spend 100 hours a year commuting.
Luckily, I got the commute to relax.
But at the same time, we've all had experiences of moments where even the toughest things don't feel challenging, don't feel negative. Sometimes when even we've been up all night, but we don't feel stressed. There's times when we've been working consistently for hours, days, and months, but we feel happy. How does that happen? Think about when it happened for you. Maybe you were planning a birthday party. Maybe you were creating a website or a blog or your Instagram page. Maybe you're even making videos for YouTube or Facebook. Maybe it's a mix of those things or none of those things, and maybe it's something completely different. The point is, we've all been able to go through stress, pain, and pressure and come out totally fine and actually more excited and enthused about what we're doing when what we're doing is what we love. And that's why Kelly McGonigal in her book, The Upside of Stress, says that when you're doing something that you love, something that's meaningful, something that's purposeful, you're able to go and experience greater heights of stress than you ever have or thought possible.
How is this possible?
That means that you can actually take way more stress and pressure than you even believe when you're doing something you love. And even if you know what you love, you've had that experience, why are you not doing it? I know why. Because I was there too. It's this thing called risk. Or maybe it's fear, or maybe it's worry, or maybe it's security. And those are all valid reasons, if they were the real ones. The #1 reason why we don't is because of these. The golden handcuffs. They're real. We're so dependent on that salary, the money that we've got used to, and lifestyle that we're willing to trade what we really love and want for what we think we need. Maybe sometimes we're overcommitted. You've got a big mortgage on the house. You're used to fancy things. You're used to traveling 3 or 4 times a year. We get addicted to these.
More. I want more.
But let me ask you this. What if there was a possibility to start something with no risk at all and you were guaranteed to be successful in it? What would you do? What if you could quit your job? Not today, but soon. What if you didn't even need to quit your job, but you could use your time on your weekends doing what you love, using your time in the evenings to build that side hustle? The reason why I'm asking you all these things is because I was there not so long ago. I was doing something that was good, but not great. I was doing something that I liked, but didn't love. I was waking up every morning not feeling the same level of energy and motivation as I do today. And that's a constant process. It's a constant cycle. You have to keep going through it. All I'm saying is you can start doing what you love today, in your spare time, on your weekends, using your breaks, because that's going to help you create the life that you truly, truly want, not being bound by those golden handcuffs. And these are some of my tips. #1, start a side hustle. Maybe it's an online business. Maybe it's an Instagram page. Maybe it's a blog. Whatever it may be, get that side hustle going. Start learning about it quickly, reading about it, speaking to other people who've made it happen in their lives. Everything that becomes your mainstay originally will have started as a side hustle. Get that going right now.
Okay. I will.
Tip #2, don't waste your weekends and evenings on Netflix. Please use them to be creative, express yourself, connect and network with the right individuals. Go out to events, go and do a course, go and do an online course. There's so much access out there to knowledge. Use your time wisely to be educated more than just being entertained. And #3, experiment and test. Experiment and test. Keep experimenting with new ideas, speaking to new people, getting people to be sounding boards, testing out things that you thought would work. Not only will you start seeing that you're learning a lot more, but you'll start seeing progress. And ultimately, that's all you need. We don't need to find perfection. We just need to feel progress.